Hey there, this is Denise with Modern Priscilla Tarot. Welcome back to my channel. If this is the first time you are here, a special welcome to you. Please be sure to go ahead and hit subscribe so you never miss out on another video. Today I have the Wizard's Tarot spread out along with my clear quartz. I like to open up energy and start readings this way to get everything flowing. What I'm going to do, I'm going to live shuffle, and we are going to focus on the question, will we reconcile? Will we reconcile? Will we reconcile? Now, I am going to be setting out 8 cards to start, and then I will be adding 4 more, so we will have a 12-card reading. Will we reconcile? Will we reconcile? Okay, let's straighten up here. All right. Now I'm going to be reading them left to right, top row first, obviously. And then the additional 4 cards that I put on, I am going to be reading them as a bridge from the top row to the bottom row. So we're going to get in deep here. We're going to get some details, I'm hoping. So let's find out. Let's see what we've got. Again, the question, will we reconcile? Okay, boy, we've got some good cards here. If you are looking forward to a reconciliation, I'm seeing some positive things. So let's take a look. As I said, I'm going to read left to right, and then I will be reading top to bottom. So starts off here with our Emperor. The Emperor, this is a very big leadership type of card. This is a card that says, you know what, I know how to plan, I knew how to do things, I make order out of chaos. This often is an older person's kind of influence, so perhaps you are getting advice from somebody, perhaps you are having, an older man in some way giving you that sense of maybe self-esteem, confidence, whatever that advice might be. You might be going through or benefiting from something like that. Otherwise, if you are not, it doesn't necessarily have to be an advice card, but I just wanted to put that in there in case that is applying to you. But what this card can stand for is telling you that you need to be more forceful. This talks about not allowing yourself to be bullied. It talks about kind of taking a stand. Now, I'm not sure why you and your person are no longer together, but reflect. See, is there a time where you kind of were being wishy-washy or pushed around or, subservient in some way? Did you not express what you needed to express? That could be the case. Excuse me. That could be the case. So let's keep going and let's just see what's going on. We've got our 5 of Swords here, and this kind of talks about there being a situation with winners and losers. Like somebody wins, somebody loses. Obviously, if you've broken up, there must have been something that sparked that. Here again, not allowing yourself to be bullied. Conversely, not bullying others. So kind of weigh it out there. Think about it, how it applies. But here is where it broke down. This is your 5 of Swords moment. This is that kind of winners and losers feel, like I said. So we've got the Queen of Swords next, which I am thinking that this kind of implies, now that this is here, that you might have been the one who got bullied. We'll see. Our Queen of Swords is somebody who kicks some ass. She goes in there and she tells it like it is. This card advising against being bullied and allowing yourself to be bullied, this would be the one you'd want to see in response to that. She doesn't get bullied, that's for sure. She tells it like it is. A lot of times she has to do with legal matters. So if you are going through something in a legal sense, maybe divorce or, something else, I'm not sure, but this is the one you want to see when you're dealing with that. So again, I'm not sure. Maybe you were bullied, maybe you were doing the bullying, but at whatever that situation was, you have to reflect. Whatever that was, here's your breakup, and here's what needs to happen now. This is, again, Queen of Swords moment. That's it. You got to have that Queen of Swords moment. Talk it out. Communication is the suit of swords. So you got to talk it out, and look at what we're running into next. What? Two of Cups. This is a great card for romance, for being together, especially for a reconciliation, because as you see, not only are these two people coming together, you can see the magic. Again, this is the Wizard's Tarot, so of course there's going to be a lot of magic. But anyway, the magic is flowing together, and it leads up to a lotus flower. This is about harmony, coming together in harmony. So this conversation needs to happen to make this go away. Does that make sense? Okay. Well, this is great, and this is also great. We have got the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune talks about learning from your mistakes. What? Well, that's perfect. You guys had a problem, obviously, and now you're kind of coming together. You're getting on the same page. You had that tough conversation. And this talks about, kind of having an upturn in your fortunes, like things working out. Not repeating past mistakes is important, which you can obviously see why. So this is a great advice card. Don't repeat those past mistakes. Now, what you need to kind of be aware of, and what you might need to watch out for going in, is the tendency to get all excited and rush in. Now, remember, our Queen of Swords moment and learning from our past mistakes should imply that this is a very positive forward movement. The warning, though, or the advice would be not to be jumping in without thinking. Now, a lot of times when we see our court cards with the swords, that would be a real good indicator of getting in there super excited and just not planning or thinking. However, in this scenario, with this card and the other cards around it, this is also some guidance to say, you know what? Don't just let your chariot take off, before you've really planned. Now, I'll tell you why I say that. Right after that, we have our Page of Pentacles. The page is always about kind of an inexperienced type of journey. Now, I'm not saying that the two of you are inexperienced. You guys have obviously been together. You're working through some things, all those things, of course. But inexperienced meaning that this is a new venture. You are starting over. We're learning from our past mistakes. We've had that conversation. We've gotten back together kind of in a harmonious way. Things are moving forward. But if we let these things move forward without kind of, really kind of being realistic, that's the right word, realistic, and thinking about the movement forward, you don't want to repeat that same problem, right? You don't want to keep doing that and doing it over and over. That's insane, right? So our page is saying, go slow. It's saying, you know what? The excitement is great and fun and awesome. We can feed off of that. That's great energy. But this says plan it. This says, you know what? Enjoy it, but don't forget to be kind of thinking forward, realistically thinking forward. Next, we have our King of Swords. Now look at that. We have our Queen of Swords and our King. This is the couple that they don't let other people push them around. They definitely tell it like it is. They definitely are kind of the boss, kind of people. Being our King, this is somebody who is really a bit more of a planner and strategizer. He also is very emotionally detached. So what I'm thinking is your person, if you're the one saying, okay, we're awesome, this is great, I'm having fun, but you're the one who maybe pulls back and says, let's address some of these things, Queen of Swords, we don't want to repeat. You might see that this slowing down to try to really realistically move forward might cause an emotional withdrawal from your person. This doesn't mean that they are gone or leaving at this point. We'll see what our bridges tell us. But what this is saying right now off the bat is you might expect some emotional detachment in response to these things when you're saying, hey man, we're having a great time, but let's put on the brakes a bit and let's really talk about these things so we don't repeat them. Does that make sense? Okay, so let's put our bridges on. Now, again, I'm going to read these bridges top to bottom, and we're going to see how the top card connects to our bottom card. So let's see what we've got. Oh, nice, an ace. Oh boy, we got our Knight of Cups. That's awesome. Okay, so let's see what we've got with our bridge. Now, we've got our Emperor. Again, order out of chaos. Don't be bullied. You might need to take a stand, stuff like that, to not repeating past mistakes. Well, that's kind of obvious, right? Don't let people bully you. Whatever it is that maybe perhaps led you to maybe not speak your truth, or to say things that needed to be said, or to agree with things that you didn't agree with, those kinds of things. You need to be able to, not, for lack of a better term, just not do that. Don't do that. This is our bridge with our ace. And this is saying that new opportunities grow from this. This is important work that you would be doing internally that would also be spurring or off a new opportunity. Aces are always about a new seed, a new opportunity. Now, conversely, if you're feeling like you are maybe the bully and things like that, which I'm kind of not getting, but if, for some reason that you're feeling that, then the same applies. You need to pull that back. So again, that still applies either way. Okay. So the top to bottom on this bridge, this is our Five of Swords, winners and losers, and here's our Chariot, taking off, moving forward, not wanting to thrive on the excitement alone. That is our message, remember? And this is why we've got our Five of Cups. Our Five of Cups. Cups is the suit of love and emotion, first of all. That's important. But our Five of Cups is often referred to as the crying over spilled milk card. Now look at this card. She's looking, oh my goodness, my cups are spilled. I'm so upset. But look, if she would just turn around, there are two more cups in the tree there. So again, it's about crying over what's not working and instead not noticing what is working. So the winners and losers is probably that residual kind of feeling or that resentment, or you're holding on in some way to whatever happened. Again, what does that sound like? Baggage. Holding on to that, but wanting to move forward. And what might be stopping you, what might be holding up this journey forward, what might be tripping you up, this would be our Five of Cups. Focusing on what's not working, focusing on what broke you up, instead of focusing on what to do moving forward. Again, we're not supposed to ignore what happened. Again, and this spread is definitely saying learn from your mistakes, but we can't just live in the past. We can't move forward if we're stuck looking at our spilled cups. All right, now we've got Queen of Swords, telling it like it is and setting it up. Again, it might have to do with some legal matters. It could. This is our moving forward, like, okay, we're going to take a solid look and be realistic, right? Well, here's our Page of Wands. Notice page. Pages are working, learning. They are moving forward with anticipation of getting better and stronger at what they do. This is Wands. Wands is the suit of growth and effort. So I think that this conversation, the Queen of Swords moment that you need, is, of course, going to lead to planning and moving. She's a planner, too. I mean, this lady's a planner. And then our Page is saying, all right, we're going to plan. We're going to move forward. And the Page of Swords is saying, great. Taking all of this into consideration, the fire has been lit. Look at, he's got a fire staff there, a wand there. And you know what? He's ready to move. This is how it happened, though. The conversation and the careful moving forward thoughtfully. And there's your spark. Now here, We have got the Two of Cups, again, that harmonious joining together. And then we've got our King of Swords, planner, analytical, but emotionally detached, right? So that was in response. Remember what I said? I think that might be in response to slowing things down. And hey, maybe that means your person's just super excited, but you got to keep reiterating this. You got to focus on that. You can't just live in the excitement. So that might cause this emotional detachment, remember? And then here, that's kind of contradictory, because here's the harmony, the coming together. And then here's the emotionally detached. What? Well, we know a little bit from here, but what we're going to know more is our bridge. The bridge, we have got our Two of Cups bridged over with our Knight of Cups. This is the ooh la la card. This is what I always refer to as ooh la la. This is the romance card. Male or female, think of your favorite romantic movie star, and this is that person. Dun, dun, dun. So we've got this great, romantic rushing in, like, let's do things, and this emotional detachment. I am going to say that this is just a temporary event that will be resolved quickly. We've got our harmony, we've got our coming together, our willingness to work on things, and then we've got our romance wanting to come in. So I think this is a small little blip of the emotional detachment of your person. I think that this plan and this conversation here has definitely been adopted by this person. They understand it. They are agreeing. This might just be an initial reaction, because this is your person. This is your person, our Knight of Cups, romantic, running in. So this is looking fantastic for a reconciliation. Yeah, I mean, very clearly, and getting the Knight of Cups here was especially exciting for me, because it's really the ooh la la card. It really, really is. Oh my goodness. Well, I would love to hear from you. Please go ahead and drop a comment in the comment section down there, and make sure you hit like and subscribe if you haven't already. I will be back with another video for you very soon. I do daily uploads, and I'm hoping there'll be something in there that interests you. Well, thank you so much, and have a wonderful day.